Arlene here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. Back at my house today. We had such a great time at Stacy's yesterday, as y'all could see by that video. Oh my goodness, we had a great time. It is always such a wonderful time to spend with my family, honestly. We just laugh about everything. We laugh when it's not even funny, we laugh. Anyway, I've come back here today to get started on some organizing that I need to do before I go to redecorate. Now, the 4th of July is this coming Tuesday. And after the 4th of July is over, I'm going to be itching to do some decorating. I know it. So I am going to, today, we went out for a little while and we stopped at Home Depot. And I got myself one of these 3-drawer kind of rolly carts, and I've nestled out a place in the garage where this can sit, and I'm going to organize my ribbon, and I'm going to put it in these three drawers. I have a lot of ribbon that takes up a lot of space in, on my shelves in the garage. So I'm going to try to do a little work, and I'm going to organize it by, like, say, burlap, and then maybe colors that I would use in the front of the house, in the living room and dining room. That's more of that kind of green color, silvers and lighter and airier colors. And then do the, the plaids and the burgundies and whatnot back in another drawer. So 3 drawers, 1 burlap, 1 for the living room and dining room colors, and 1 for these colors that I use back in this part of the house. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is a box that I hadn't even put the ribbon away. I got from craftoutlet.com, that order that I got in. I never even put that away, you guys, because I had no place to put it. I mean, it is just, I've got ribbon stashed everywhere. Some I've not even touched. Some I don't even know what I have. You know what? So I'm going to go through it, and I'm going to organize it, and we're going to see what I have. And then when I go to decorate and do some funky bows, which I know I want to do, I might even try one here on the kitchen table lantern. It sits pretty up, that lantern is pretty tall. It's about 20 inches tall, and it stands up pretty high, but I think I can get a funky bow on there if I work with it. That'll fit underneath the light that hangs down. So I could probably even ask Chris to take it up a little bit, that light. But anyway, I don't know what I have, though. I don't know what I can combine other than, the 2 funky bows I've made, or the 3 on the wreath, that I've made. I don't even know what I have to utilize. So, and I'm not going to go out and buy more stuff when I have all this sitting right here in my house. That's just a waste of money. So come along with me while I do a little organizing. I am at least going to do the ribbon in this video. I'll see how long it takes me. If it takes me a while, I'll just do the ribbon, and then maybe tomorrow we'll work on the flowers. I've got a lot of flowers too. I'm not going to put the flowers in, one of these, but some of these, what I need to do is cut some of them down because they have these big long stems, and I don't need the big long stems. I just need to cut them, so they'll fit in one of these baskets. But after I get these baskets cleaned out, that will open up some more space, not only on the shelves, but just give me some more containers so I don't have to go out and buy them either. There is a method to my madness, you guys. I promise. All right, so let's get started. I'm trying to think if I want to put the camera down so you can kind of see me go through let me see if I can kind of do this. I'll be right back. Let me see what I can figure out with this camera. Be right back in just a second. Work on it like this, huh? Okay, this is just the first basket I grabbed. I think at one point it was supposed to be all burlap, but it might still be, but we're gonna go through it and see. And let's put the burlap in let's put the burlap in the middle drawer. Some pretty red. This is not wired though, so, but that's pretty. Some burgundy. See, what did I tell you? Not even been opened. Wouldn't that make a pretty wreath with the cream burlap? Or off-white, I should say. There's, and I have some. I know I probably have some more of this. So this is green burlap, but I'm going to put it in the green drawer with the other stuff because I know I don't have all that much of that color. This is the ribbon that I have up on the wreath above my fireplace, and I have made many bows out of that because I have them on my banister too. And see, I still have a good bit more of this that I can utilize. Uh-oh. This rolly cart, as we call them here in the house, costs $25 from Home Depot. It's $25 well spent in my book because, you know, this ribbon, I don't know what I have, and it just gets piled on top of one another. And this way I'll be able to set it all up and be able to see exactly what I have. Here's some brown. I had in mind to make I made that one brown and cream wreath for Dawnita that one time, and I think I had purchased this and did not like it when it came, wasn't thick enough. So I ended up ordering her something that was this wide to do that wreath with. So I have all this whole thing of brown. I very well might come across some things that I might want to give to Goodwill like this. I know I will not use that, so I will give that to Goodwill. This, I purchased this a long time ago, and it almost looks like it's supposed to be writing, but it is not wired. So I think I'm gonna give that to Goodwill too. And here's my red and white gingham burlap. Some that I had used for around Easter time. That was on a wreath that I have upstairs in the turquoise room. So that goes with the burlap, not with what goes out there. Here's more of my red and white gingham. More of the green burlap. I have a ton of that, don't I? Goodness gracious. Here's burlap with lace. That's going to Goodwill. I have one that's not even been opened, and I've had it since before we moved in here, so that's going to Goodwill. I love this. Get the polka dotted. Keeping that. And jute twine. So I think I'll go ahead and put the jute in this drawer too. All right, there we go. Got one basket emptied. Woohoo! And I can see more burlap in the next basket. Get rid of that. There we go, some orange and burlap. There's that check that I just got, the burgundy and kind of khaki colored check. And this one, all these went in the funky bow that's up on the lantern up on top of my desk over there. Y'all remember these, I'm sure. Just used these last week. I had purchased this. I'm gonna put that with the check and never used it. But I bet you I'll find something to do with that sometime. Also, I have the black sheer, yellow polka dots, khaki and gold polka dots, fleur-de-lis. I'm sure you guys recognize that. And more of that. That goes back over here. Okay, and these I'm going to start in the top drawer because all of these will be utilized on this side of the house. And as you all know, I do more decorating. Actually, I'm going to keep this out. Well, put it on this side. I do more decorating on this side of the house than I do, more redecorating, I should say, on this side of the house than I do in the living and dining room. All of these. I think I'm going to put these were for the wreath that I did for upstairs, and I remember I never put the yellow on it. So I'm actually going to put these in with the green stuff, or the stuff that would go in the living room and dining room. Alrighty, all right, there's another one empty. Woohoo! All right. You all recognize that. I just used that. That's actually fall ribbon. And I usually pack away my seasonal ribbon, like my fall, Easter, Christmas, patriotic. I usually pack that stuff away with that decor. So I will keep, obviously I did not get these two packed away because I know I used this in a fall wreath last year. And obviously I used it, y'all know I used it last week. Of course, I love this. This is the same thing. This is why I'm doing this, you guys, because look, I had purchased one or two more of these bolts, and I had these two here and one more that I used to make that wreath. So for goodness sakes, look at this. This is burlap and butterflies. And I was going to do that in that funky bow, but I put some in it and at first, and I didn't like how it looked. So, but I've had this for a long, long time. So, but I like it, so I'm not going to get rid of that. Boy, I had more burlap than I thought. Here is the red and white burlap, more brown. There's that owl ribbon that I just used the other day. Burlap. Goodness gracious. Yeah, card. Whoa. I see my burlap drawer is full. Well, you probably can't see. It's getting full. Let me see if I can put this up a little bit. There we go. This is for this side of the house. This is for the burlap. Check this out. I got this from Walmart. I'm gonna have to leave this out and see where this will fit. I'm gonna put it in the bottom. It won't fit in with the burlap. But this is burlap and pineapples. Or, excuse me, this is burlap and acorns. Isn't that pretty? Wouldn't that make up into a pretty bow? Ugh. For winter, maybe. I'm gonna set that down here. Hopefully, I'll be able to fit all this ribbon in here. My gracious, you guys. I had a lot, and I know I have more of this somewhere, so I don't know. Goodness. I might have to put this in with my red and white gingham decor. Here's more red and white gingham. Look at this. See, when I did the family reunion, you guys, red and white gingham was what I used for my decor. Was one of my accent pieces, or what I used all through the house. So I have a lot of that left over. Look at that. That's pretty. I used that in that funky bow up on top of my desk. Oh, here's some deco mesh. I have a tree topper made out of that, so that'll go down here. Here we go. Here's some green. Thank you. My goodness, I think I underestimated even how much I have. Isn't this crazy? Oh. I'll leave that out front. Try to come up with something to do with that. Oh, this is so pretty. Cream. It's what I used on Stacy's, I think, her Christmas present last year. That cream on cream wreath. More burlap. Green. Love this. This is what I used for that upstairs wreath. I'm going to put that in here. I got this. It looks like peacocks. Never have used it. Oh. Shamrock green. Go ahead and put that down in here too. Some gold and cream chevron. There. Shamrocks. That in the bottom. Some more gold and cream. Oh my goodness, this is lovely ribbon that I used to actually put on a package one time. So we'll definitely keep that. More of that pretty lacy ribbon. Blue. Some very pretty pink. Satiny, wet wired. This is wired ribbon. Wouldn't that make a pretty bow? That is not what I made the bow on my Easter wreath out of. You know what, you guys? I have had this forever, and I'm not keeping it. I'm going to take it to Goodwill. That's crazy. I've had that and have never used it. I don't like the texture of it. Okay, here is what I had left. As I think I explained this before, I had used this ribbon in my other house, and this has always been one of my most favorite ribbons to decorate with country, because you can put anything with this. So, and I know I have more in that box over there of this. This is what I found again at craftoutlet.com. And you know what, Kim at Sweet Daisy Creations told me that they were out of it. She went to order some and they were out of it. So hopefully they will get it back into stock. I don't know. Those will go up here in the top drawer. And I'm going to make a whole side just for that, because I'm going to, after Christmas, I'm going to be making staircase for my banister, staircase bows with this for after Christmas. Because I've got bows already made for, I'll keep that too. That's a little thinner, but that's the same pattern. You know, there's not even enough on there. That's gonna be trash. This is green. I think I made, I don't even know, I made one bow out of this, I think, for one wreath. This stuff cries all over everything. I bought this, it's not wired, and I've never used it, and I've had it for a very, very long time. That's going to Goodwill. Look at that. I had some patriotic ribbon that, see, this is why I need to do this. Oh my goodness. And look at that little bolt. Both, and I know I bought some of that really pretty patriotic ribbon in there. So I'll see if I have time to, or if I have room to store it here. I'm not sure if I will. If not, it'll go down into my patriotic bins, or go put away. I'll put this away with my patriotic stuff, because I'm fixing to take that down very soon. Here is that burlap and red and white gingham that I thought I would pair here with all this for a funky bow. Wouldn't that be pretty for the front porch, that red lantern? Oh yes, hello. So that'll be coming up probably this week or next week. I found this and I thought it was so pretty. This didn't come with this. I didn't order this. I found this at AC Moore, I think. And I thought it was really pretty. Yet I've never used it. I haven't used it yet. So I'll put it up here. And here's some more of that green, but there's nothing left on that. That's trash. And here is more of this ribbon. So let me fit all this in there. I think I'll get like 2 bows out of each bolt. And then I'll also use it as accents around and in lanterns, and you all know, I kind of pull it through everything. And here's that really pretty patriotic ribbon from craftoutlet.com. Oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. I love it. But it will get put away with the patriotic stuff too. And that, have that one bolt of peach over there that got away. Peach lace. Put that down here. And I'm going to go do a swoop around my garage and make sure that I got everything. And I'm going to, I have this right on my gingham. That'll fit up here. I think it'll fit in with the burlap. That'll go there. All right. Let me run out to the garage and see what I can, see if I have anything more to add to this. I just want to make sure. I think I grabbed it all. Chris was helping me, but I'm not sure. So let me run out there and I'll be right back. And you know what, guys, 17 minutes has already passed. So I think I will just split this little, reorganizing couple of videos into, a couple of videos, so that 2 or 3 videos, so that y'all aren't, like, well, y'all always say, we don't mind, we'll watch you for more than 30 minutes. But I think I'm just going to keep this to the ribbon today. So I'll be right back though. I'm going to check and see if hey y'all, I'm back. I just walked back in from the garage. Could you tell I'm a little flushed? But I'm going to go ahead and take you out there and show you what I have facing me. And as y'all will remember, I just, did a reorganizing series. There's a playlist if y'all want to look it up. I just did a reorganizing series not that long ago. But, I've had all the winter kind of holidays. We've had St. Patrick's Day, or Valentine's Day, then St. Patrick's Day, then Easter, then I switched everything out to red on my gingham. And I have just been throwing stuff on shelves wherever it will go. I'm usually very organized, and when I have everything organized, that everything has a place and it's easily put away, then I do okay. But what I've done when I've found like flowers on sale, I've gone ahead and purchased them, and I never cut them down to fit into the one flower basket, which I know I'm going to need to use some of these that I just emptied out to fill this thing up. I know I'm going to need it. So that's what I'll work on with my next one. I'll work on the flowers, and if I get to more in that one, then, maybe some other things. I have, a lot of people have asked me where I store my things and so on. I store all of my craft supplies in the garage because I have bad knees and I cannot just willy-nilly run up and down the steps. We do have a basement and I can't do it. I can't get to the basement. So there are bins downstairs. I have many fall bins, many Christmas bins, and right now I have some Easter bins, and I have some, maybe 2 or 3 Easter bins and 2 or 3 patriotic bins. And Chris has put shelves up for me, and that's where all of that stuff lives. And he, bless his heart, carries all that up for me when I'm ready to switch out my decor. And all of my wreaths, all of my extra wreaths are down there too. Right now they're piled on top of one another, which is fine with me because I made them, so I can fix them if they get a little smushed. But they are right now kind of beside each other on a shelf, and they're just kind of piled up. Chris did have a dowel across the ceiling for a while, and we were hanging them, which worked out fine, but he wants to utilize that room for part of his, where he had the dowel. He wants to utilize that for part of his shop, which is absolutely fine. We're going to put a dowel somewhere else, and eventually we'll probably hang them back up on a, on a long wooden dowel. So that's how I store my stuff. But as you'll see out here, I really need to keep on top of my craft supplies. And you will notice too out here, I'll show you, I've got Ziploc bags of, say, lantern centerpiece decor. You know, some of the stuff that I generically change out. You know, that's not necessarily Christmas or fall or Easter or, you know, blah, blah, blah. That stuff is out there. So, you know, things like that. Extra accent pieces that I've had for years, some that I buy on sale when I see them. You know, and I do usually keep extra lanterns, which actually I'm going to go through those and give some of those to Goodwill as well because I don't need them. What you got? What you barking at, Grace? Get them. They coming in? Yeah. Did you give them what for? Did you give them what for, Grace? Looky here. Hi, Gracie. Hi, sweetie. What you doing? Come here. Hi. What's going on? You're such a pretty girl. Such a pretty girl. She's so sweet. All right. So anyway, I'm going to grab this, my phone, actually. And some of you have asked, too, what I use for most of my videoing. Do I have that other camera? I don't have it where, well, maybe I do. Hang on one second. Anymore, you guys, pretty much all the time now, I use my phone. I use my iPhone. I have an iPhone 6 Plus, and that's what I use. But there are also times, especially when I do my home tours, and with the iPhone, I sometimes find that I'm softer and I'm having to go and tweak the volume of my videos when I edit them. So with this though, with this camera, Chris got me this camera before we went on our last cruise, and this takes lovely, lovely videos. So I do use this, but it will turn itself off after so many minutes. So this gets a little, like 30 minutes. I mean, but normally folks, when I'm putting up a 30-minute video, I've got probably 45, 50 minutes to an hour's worth of footage sometimes that I, you know, tweak. Sometimes I'll walk away and go give the dog some water and just let it run, you know. So anyway, that's the other camera that I do use sometimes. And for what I put my iPhone on is actually a selfie stick. It's a nice selfie stick. I'll see if I can find you a link for that in the description. And the selfie stick comes with a little poochie thing that you can pair with Bluetooth. And you know, when I take the pictures, when I've taken, you know, when I've made a wreath and I'm standing back and smiling with the wreath, this is what I use to take my own picture so that I don't have to bother Chris or anybody else to take a picture. I can take it myself with my selfie stick and my little poochie thing. So Chris got me that for Christmas a couple of years ago before I even started videoing. Before I even started YouTube, he got this for me just because I've been the selfie queen for quite a while now, you know. But anyway, all right, let me grab my phone off of the selfie stick and I'll walk out in the garage and I'll show you what I'm going to be working on at least the next video, maybe next two. So I'll be right back and be behind the camera. But let me say right here, I hope everyone has a wonderful 4th of July. Please stay safe. But I hope you get to see your friends and family and that your kids or grandkids get to see some fireworks and that you have a blessed time with all of your family. We sure had a great time yesterday at Stacy's. Stacy, thank you, sweetie. I love you. Mwah. Thank you for having us, and thank you for coming on my video with me. And Donita, you too. Thank you too. I'm gonna cry. I just love my family, you guys. I'll tell you, I'm sorry. I know I'm a big old sap. Anyway, all right, how many times have I said anyway in this? Have y'all counted? One of these times I'm going to count myself. Anyway, I love things I say all the time. Regardless, I'm grabbing it. We're going in the garage. Be right back. Okie dokie. Here we are in the garage. Oh, my goodness. And I'm sharing this space right now with Chris's motorcycle. There's his motorcycle. And the van that we keep because of the noofs. That's a pretty old van there, but we keep it because that's the only thing that our noofs can fit in to go to the vet and take rides. And we've also used it to take some furniture places. Oh, it gets utilized a lot. But anyway, here are my shelves. For those of you who have not seen, these are the shelves and where I keep all of my craft supplies. Those 2 bins down on the bottom there hold all the stuff for my mailbox decor. And then as you can see, these are all flowers that I bought and have never done anything with. This is a bag that I utilized for the mailbox the last time I did it, and I never put it away. How lazy is that? Well, it's not lazy. I'm just so busy. I'm just always doing something, and who wants to put away something when you want to move on to the next craft, you know? Anyway, this is one of my mailbox. I put one of these on the mailbox. This is my little birdhouse. Now, what in the world? I couldn't even open one of those bins and put that down in there. Anyway, remember I said in another video a while back that I was going to start changing things back to my burgundy decor. Here are some of the, you can see this is the Serenity Prayer stackable boxes or nesting boxes. This is a gift that Stacy got me that I took down to redecorate with. This is says a scripture on there, and that's the house right about the day we moved in. So, but you can see here's some lanterns that I want to give this one to Goodwill for sure, because I know I won't use that one again. Now that I put my ribbon somewhere else, then I think I'll be fine. All of this stuff is, well, this is the funky bow I made that I ended up not liking and not putting on that one wreath. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, if anything. And then you can just see, these are the lantern centerpiece extra supplies that I have. I think I'm going to use this when I switch it out. This next time I'm going to use those balls to anchor my corners. But anyway, this is it. It is hotter than you know where in here right now, because it is about 100 degrees outside today. Walk over here real quick. There's where I'm going to keep my ribbon for now. And I don't have much in there, and I need to you need to utilize this. I've got some gazing balls on top of the freezer and down underneath there. I need to go through these. This is all of that is just trash. Some of those candles are literally 2 decades old, and they're half melted. They're a mess. I don't even know how they got moved over here. Here's all the stuff that I went through in my last haul. Oh, look, ribbon. So I need to reorganize all that. So I have some stuff to do here, and I want to get this done before I start redecorating. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Let's go back in here. It's hot. Whew. Right down. Oh, buddy. You're being a good boy. Yes, you are. Being a good boy. Yeah. Such a good boy. I don't know where Sophie is. Did you bring a toy? Miss Greige, where's Sophie? I bet you. Uh-huh. Soph. What you doing on the couch, honey? What you doing? You good girl. Such a big good girl. Yes, you are. All right. That'll do it for this one, you guys. I'm going to put this in a bag to go to Goodwill. A couple of those in the trash and set those aside to go with my patriotic decor when I put it away. Put my baskets away, and that'll be that for this day. So I will just say, Sophie too. Until next time, y'all take good care. She's 10, and she still likes playing tug of war. Anyway, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.